Thanks for joining me. Today's thought is again on oneness and how to be in oneness with life. When I wake up in the mornings, I get inspirations and different topics come into my mind, and so I write them down. And so today I'm going to share with you some of the things that have come to me. So as we begin learning how to be in oneness, we have to open our eyes to being aware of yourself and everything that is existing all around you. And it's usually a slow process. Many of us have lives that are fraught with many painful experiences along the way. Life isn't always a bed of roses, even though there may be a few brief glimpses of joy and some pleasures that will try to make you certain that my life should be a constant stream of never-ending pleasure, an illusion which is catastrophically destructive. A few pleasures that are spaced out from time to time can bring a sweet respite from our primary assignment in Earth School, which is to be aware and awake and witnessing the mind as an open receiver of the sights, sounds, and physical sensations we experience in the present moment. Witnessing. Only witnessing this moment is my life's purpose. You may ask, your mind will never accept that. Your ego will never accept that as the primary purpose of life. Just now. Just this now is what we're to be awake and aware of. If that's my primary purpose, then why am I doing all these other things? Because your life's energy is in the situation you are right now. And to be the person who's being responsible and a real disciple of goodness, you're being a disciple of goodness, whether you're following Buddha or Jesus or any of the other great masters. Your assignment is to be at one with the goodness you can create in your present moment, which includes those who are around you, those family members in your life, your boss, whoever it may be. The goodness that you can share, that's your responsibility. And you can notice that by witnessing it in the present moment and stepping back from your long created story of yourself that it's taken decades to create that individual. And that's okay. That individual can still serve. As a matter of fact, it's good to have that individual in place as your tool for this service to others. That's it. That's why you're here. Use that person that you've created as your backdrop to serve and give out the divine spirit that's in you, to put it out to all those around you. Anyone that you meet throughout your day, be pleasant to and give that to them freely. It's like a well of springing water, like Jesus taught, and it'll never be depleted. You can give it out as much love as you have there, and however much energy you have to put out. But when you get, and here's a key too that you have to remember: you can't overdo it, because you can't hurt your own body and go too far. So it's a balance of love, getting out, keeping enough for yourself, and staying present. Witnessing, that's my life's purpose. I think that's going to be the title of this lesson. Witnessing, that's my life's purpose. The mind resists this idea vehemently And then, yes, of course, another thought tries to come in and make something, anything, more important than this, that just being who you are in the present moment. As we pass through the stages of Earth development, we have changing wants and desires at every age and every stage of our lives. This channel has really begun with the end in mind from its title, that we can all have oneness with life. We all know, and it's blatantly obvious, that oneness is not a condition for most of the world right now. So here is where to start. So with numeral uno, you have to be the one who is willing to say, I'm going to be the change by working on myself. You know, Jesus called them disciples. You have to discipline your mind and let go of that story that you've created, of that me. And of course, all of these things are taught by Eckhart Tolle, Byron Katie, Deepak. These are the people that have helped me so much and have helped me be aware of it. So please come along and be part of our team and learn how to do it. That's all I'm trying to do, is help others learn not only more about this process, but how to do it. Because honestly, I'm still learning. I'm still on the path too. I'm trying to deepen in my awareness of how to do it. So in my notes I have, so here's where to start. Here at oneness, oneness with me, oneness in this moment, at peace with the one person that you can truly help the very most, and that is yourself. All right, the next topic is on not knowing. One of the greatest falsehoods that our mind teaches us is that it's an illusion, is that we should know the answer to every question. That we have to be able to figure it out. And it's basically the ego that tells you that. So we need to know the answer to every question. However, to trust the unseen and the unknowable is what I'm trying to teach, is that you can't really understand why I need to just have just this moment. The mind can't understand it, and the mind can't really accept it. That just the present moment is what is important and where we need to have our primary energy focused. Mind wants you to have your primary energy focused on your 5-year plan and your 10-year plan, of course. And that's good. Have a plan, but it's not something that has to be in your mind all the time. It's frightening and it feels wrong, especially to our ego. We have automatic patterns of behavior and automatic thoughts that we think over and over again about our worries and our concerns and things that are making us feel troubled or uncomfortable. So this is the suffering. Buddha taught suffering and the end of suffering. And that's what I'm trying to help us all learn, is the end of suffering by being in this present moment and not letting our bodies go to the future or the past and suffer there. Don't cause your own suffering. Act in alignment with your values, whatever your personal values are. Act in alignment with those. See in the present moment what is the best next action. What is the next right action? And see with your own personal life story, your own personal values from whatever culture you may have grown up in, and that story that you're trying to dissolve, go ahead and let it dissolve. But in your life situation, you will have to make actions And they could be in alignment with your own particular values. I don't have to tell you what your values are. I'm not here to give anyone values. You have good values, and you can feel in your own mind what brings more goodness into the world. So as you do that, feel what brings in the goodness, and then have the courage to do it. It's very, very simple. I listened to Asha yesterday, and she said it's simple but hard. And I have to agree with that. Sometimes it can be hard, but as a disciple, you know what to do. You can see it. And if you don't do it right away, don't beat yourself up. It takes time to undo the mind, undo that thinking, that really bad habit of resisting doing the right thing. It's just a bad habit of resisting when you know what the right thing is to do. So have self-acceptance and be okay with not knowing. Just as Socrates taught his students, not knowing is okay. Live in that space and do good. That's our message. That's how to be in oneness. Live and be okay with not knowing, and then be the one that does good in this moment that I'm perceiving. And then try to elevate your perception. Let it get bigger, higher. Perceive more people around you. Just don't be myopic, where just my day matters. Let everyone around you, let every person that you come in contact, let their day matter too. And you be the one that lifts them in that day. You're the one that lifts them up, because you're just a casual acquaintance. You bump into them, and the energy you put out lifts them and makes them happy. They had a good day. They go home and tell their wives, I had a really good day today. Person was kind. That's your job right there. Take it on. I'm going to repeat something I said before. Be well, be was. Jesus told his disciples, if you are not one, you're not mine. We all need to remember those words and be one.